Hello everyone, my name is Sierra Santee, and today we are going to be talking about composers who were from West Virginia. So I chose 3 composers, and I chose one of their pieces, and I will be discussing my thoughts on the piece and the history behind the pieces themselves. So the first composer I chose, his name is George Crumb. He originally was from Charleston, West Virginia, and was born in 1929. And the song that I chose of his is called A Haunted Landscape. So A Haunted Landscape, it was composed in 1984. And Crumb said that his inspiration for creating this piece was kind of like the idea that certain places in the world or on Earth have this kind of aura of mystery to them, more specifically like the woods of West Virginia. Hence why Mothman is here. The song itself, it includes a rich ensemble of instruments, so your usual what you would see in a concert, those sort of instruments. And in the song, he uses like an amplified piano to really just give it an eerie feel to it. The song, to me, why I chose it, it kind of just reminds me of like a ghost weaving through the notes of the song. And I'm really into cryptids and Mothman, as you can see. So, and it really just gave me West Virginia woods at night kind of a feel. And this was actually created in our last video, Postmodernism, and because he was really big, he was a big artist during Postmodernism, is what I'm trying to say. And so it is really different, but I think I enjoyed this a lot more than the ones that I chose during Postmodernism. So the next piece I chose is John Beal, and it's not necessarily a piece, it is its own like an album. That's the word I'm looking for, album. And it's called Appalachian Inspiration. So John, he was born in Texas, but he was a composer in residence of WVU since 1978. So he has a lot of work that he's done in West Virginia. And his music in the album is inspired a lot by hymns and like folk music of West Virginia, which has a really rich history dating back from like when the Scots and Irish came to America. Most went to West Virginia, and that's where a lot of our folk music actually came from. And so a lot of his pieces are kind of influential with that, but in more of a concert type-esque. And what he was doing is bringing his love for the Appalachian Mountains and mixing it with his love for piano and string instruments, and created this album, which was released April 29th of 2014. And like I said, it really just brings in a rich heritage of West Virginia and Appalachian culture. And just as a little fun fact, he worked with Walt Disney Imagineering, and made music for Disneyland and Disney World. So that was kind of a fun fact. But the music itself, it really makes me feel Appalachia. To explain it, it really just feels like good hometown music. When you're from West Virginia, I think you would understand that a little bit more. Just what I grew up with, I guess. And that's kind of why I chose just to do the album itself, because it really just brings close to home to me. And my last composer, her name is Catherine Hoover, and I chose her song Summer Nights. She was born in Elkins in 1937, and her inspiration behind Summer Nights is, it kind of reflects her artistic exploration and her connection to nature and culture. Being from Elkview, kind of bringing in, again, sort of like what John Beale was doing with his album, just kind of bringing in like the warm tones of summer in Appalachia. The song itself was composed in 1985, and the instruments used were like the flute, horn, violin, viola, cello, contrabass, and there's piano soloists. Technically, it was supposed to be for the flute and horn, with kind of like a string orchestra attached, but it was later rearranged to what it is now. And originally, this premiered the New York Concerto Orchestra actually premiered it outdoors at Lincoln Center on September of 1985. So to me, it really just captures, like I said, and what she was trying to express, the warmth of a summer evening in the Appalachians. And when you look at all three of them together, I think they really do show an essence of what Appalachian culture is like. Even in how different that they're all composed, it really just gives an idea behind the culture, behind the heritage of the West Virginia people like us. So that is my video, and I hope you all learned a thing or two, and I hope you have a great day.